Good morning all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, July 14th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of SPY, IWM, and triple Qs. And right now, with 75 minutes to go prior to the opening, here's the important thing that we need to understand. Again, I don't really care what comes out with the PPI. We have a lot, right? You have PPI, you have PAL, you have the beige book. But here's the bottom line when it comes to SPY and ES. Right now, all three time frames are up. Yesterday afternoon, for a good 3 hours, shorts continued to push. We said, depending on where we open, it's going to see if the shorts run for cover at all-time highs or if they get emboldened and continue to push. Remember, bunch of things. There's nothing to the upside except the all-time high. We had the price probe. Now, again, it's way early. Right now, the price probe being rejected, right? But we don't know that until 9:30. And all we had was the high of the day. On the flip side, if we stay down in this level or gap lower, we should take out the 12 slow. And then here's a pretty big defense that bulls are going to have to use here. They have the two sets of single prints from the 9th. They have the lowest accepted price, buy, tail, and gap. It seems like a lot, but if sellers ever get going, they could take that out easily. And the reason I'm saying that's so important is because from July 8th, there's nothing from the day's high to the day's low, basically. And that's a weekly low. So that's what's really important to the downside. So there's pretty much a vacuum to the upside. And if we take out the 9th low, a vacuum to the downside to the weekly low. Things to keep in mind as these catalysts start rearing their head. Okay? As far as destinations right now, for the upside, right now I'm still going to use the price probe of 435.49, which is L's low. Right now, I'm just trying to see what the overnight high is. 436.38 is the overnight high. And then we have our all-time high of 437.84. So far and wide apart. For the downside, right now we have yesterday's low. It's our first destination on the downside of 435.31. Right, over $1 away from where we're trading right now. Then we have 434.97. Then we have, which is a daily low, 434.68. Overnight low. Then we have those two sets of single prints. You should have everything I gave you from last night. The single prints, the lowest accepted price, daily low, gap, and the weekly low. So what's the game plan for this morning? Obviously, a lot's going to probably change. Possibly at 8:30, right? Again, the bottom line is this. Your line in the sand, as far as I'm concerned, is basically around eyes high. You get any acceptance above eyes high and half back from yesterday, anybody who's short last night and this morning will run for cover, and we're going to at least test the all-time high. On the flip side, if we can't get above there, or in the next 75 minutes we even open towards the lower end or gap lower, well then I would expect obviously the 12 slow to go. One time framing up in the daily would be ended, which means we're back in balance, right? It's all little baby steps for sellers. That's the first step, to come back into balance on the daily, and then they would want to attack the 9th low. Now, right in here, no real play. There's really no play in here for me. In balance, in value. We gap lower or take out yesterday's low, I will join the short to at least take out the 12 slow and then see if we can start filling some of these single prints from the 9th. As far as a long, again, it depends. If we're to open above eyes high, start driving up, get value from unchanged to overlap into higher, then any pullback I would take a long above eyes high because, again, all these shorts are going to be covering. Again, really early plays. But those levels and what we're talking about, that's the big focus for today and through the rest of the week. I mean, right now, pre-market volume, 250,000. But again, that's all going to change. Now, as far as the other indices, real quick. Russell had a nice B shape until they probed late. Right now, the probe's being rejected. They were 9 wide. So, if the probe gets rejected and they get above M's range, they should at least go test their POC from yesterday. As far as triple Qs, look at them. They're acting better right now than us. They're above for now, I mean, we're close to eyes high. They're above where their change kind of took place. When, look at J, was the afternoon rally high. Right now, they're above it. They have nothing between that and the all-time high again. But expect things to change at 8:30. I'm sure these algos are going to go all over the place. Plus, then we might, you know, you're going to have Powell at noon. You have the Beige Book at 2. Regardless of what they say or what comes out, everything we just talked about is going to be in front of you to help you make educated decisions on your trading. And then quickly on the chart. So here's the daily. We're up. First step is to take out yesterday's low for the sellers. You take out yesterday's low, you're going to take out Monday's low. You'll be in balance. Then the next attack is to get to Friday's low and put you into at least a 4-day balance. That would be the first line of attack for sellers. If you ever got it going, then this low of 427.52 becomes a major target, which is last week's low. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.